So I'm here with Julian, Greg and John in advance of the meeting we're about to go into. I'm going to ask you guys to huddle up a little bit because my camera's a bit small. Unanimous support from all three parties on this very important issue for Ealing. The simple message is we'd like to have our cinema back as promised on the timelines that were first stipulated. What do you think your expectations are from today? Are we going to get some serious answers and timelines?
I certainly hope so. We've held the big stick of the compulsory purchase order over Empire, and I think that's flushed them out of their bunker to come to tonight's meeting. So hopefully we'll get some serious answers. I'm not sure whether we will or not, but hopefully we can do that. They'll try initially to blame the council's planning department, which is utter nonsense and a way of trying to stall for time. So once we've dealt with that argument, then the onus is on them to say when they're going to get on with it. Definitely.
And Greg, I suppose it is a positive sign that Justin is coming along today. So hopefully that shows some intention. But beyond that, do you think, we're just going to get some more platitudes and nodding heads rather than progress?
Well, I hope not. I hope we get some concrete answers about what's going to happen to the site. As Julian said, the compulsory purchase order is the big stick over their heads, and we should use it. We've been waiting now for nearly 4 years for this cinema to get off the ground. We want our cinema back, and they've got to understand that. And if they don't want to build the cinema, they should sell it to someone else who does, or give it over to the council so we can do something with it.
Absolutely, and that definitely is the other part of it, because with the ex-YMCA plot around the corner, John, there is a lot of interest from other developers, and with Dickens Yard being invested in and Crossrail, your thoughts on is there a wider story to what that Empire's missing out on here?
Yes, I mean potentially the YMCA site opens up the possibility of having a bigger development where the cinema leisure development is accessible from both ends, and then that's something that should be, if it's not attractive to Empire, it should be attractive to another cinema company, because the bottom line is we all want a cinema in Ealing as soon as possible, and that may be the way forward if Empire, if it turns out that Empire are just stalling. I mean, what we'll find out tonight, hopefully from the horse's mouth, is whether they are stalling or whether there is a chance of them going ahead and implementing themselves.